God says, "My child, listen closely to my voice in this moment, because the truth I am about to reveal will stir your soul in ways you never expected." The urgent marriage secret that has been hidden in the silence of heaven's plan is now being brought before you. It is not a secret meant to harm you, not a secret meant to burden your spirit, but a secret that will leave you in tears of joy. What your heart has long waited for, what your prayers have whispered into the night, what your soul has silently yearned to embrace, these are the treasures wrapped inside this divine revelation. You may feel that life has kept you waiting too long. You may feel that love was promised yet always delayed, that commitment was spoken of yet never fulfilled. There were times you wondered if your destiny in love had been overlooked, if perhaps your story had been forgotten by heaven. But I tell you now, my beloved, not a single moment of your waiting was wasted. Every delay, every tear, every moment of doubt was shaping you for this very secret, for this very blessing that is now opening before you. The urgency you feel in your spirit is not a random stirring. It is heaven's signal that the time has come. The secret is not about loss, it is not about disappointment, it is about a marriage that has been written in the stars of destiny, a union that carries the fingerprint of God. For years, you thought you were alone in your waiting, but the truth is that the one chosen for you has also been walking their own journey, carrying prayers, carrying longing, carrying love that they could not yet share. Their heart has been speaking your name in ways you could not hear, and their spirit has been tied to yours in ways unseen. Archangel Michael stands before you now, his sword of light guarding this revelation, ensuring that the forces of darkness cannot distort or delay what is coming. For there have been battles you did not see, battles fought in realms beyond your eyes. The enemy tried to cover your joy with confusion. The enemy tried to delay your marriage with distractions. The enemy tried to weaken your hope with disappointment. But heaven did not allow it. Every tear you shed was seen, every prayer you whispered was carried, and every broken moment was gathered in God's hands to be transformed into something glorious. Now, the heavens lean closer to whisper this urgent secret: your marriage is not far. The covenant that seemed distant is closer than you can imagine. The person chosen for you is being moved by divine hand to step forward. The timing that once seemed impossible is being aligned with heaven's perfect order. You are not preparing for heartbreak, you are preparing for joy. You are not bracing for rejection, you are bracing for acceptance, for union, for the tears of joy that will fall when you realize God never forgot you. Perhaps you feel fragile, my child. Perhaps you have carried wounds from love that failed, from promises that broke, from words that cut too deeply. You have wondered if love could ever be pure, if marriage could ever be safe, if commitment could ever be true. And in those moments of questioning, I was still preparing. For I do not give half promises, I do not deliver incomplete blessings. When I join two souls, I seal them with divine purpose. When I ordain a marriage, I clothe it in strength and grace. The secret that I now reveal is not just about your personal happiness, it is about destiny unfolding. This marriage will be more than the joining of two hearts, it will be the joining of two callings, two purposes, two divine assignments. Where once you walked alone, now you will walk with another whose steps align with yours, whose prayers echo yours, whose spirit strengthens yours. The joy you will feel is not shallow, it is the deep joy of knowing that heaven has spoken and heaven has delivered. The urgency is not to frighten you but to awaken you. There is no more waiting in vain. The doors that were closed are now opening. The paths that were blocked are now cleared. The heart that was silent is now preparing to speak. You are about to witness how quickly God can move when the appointed time has arrived. It may feel sudden, it may feel overwhelming, but it is not random, it is heaven's timing at work. Archangel Michael is guiding your heart to trust again, to believe again, to hope again. For if you let fear rule, you may hesitate when the blessing appears. But I tell you, my child, do not fear. When the person steps forward, when the truth is revealed, when the marriage secret is spoken, you will know it is me. You will know it is my hand moving, my will unfolding, my love pouring into your life through another human heart. There will be moments when you weep, not tears of sorrow but tears of joy so pure, so overwhelming, that you will feel them cleanse your soul of every past ache. Those tears will fall when you hear words you have prayed to hear. Those tears will fall when you realize someone's love for you has been kept safe, hidden until now, waiting for the perfect moment to be revealed. Those tears will fall when you look into their eyes and see a reflection of my promises fulfilled. My beloved child, let your heart rest in this truth: you are not forgotten. The urgent marriage secret is not a trick of your imagination. It is the unfolding of a promise I made long before you even prayed for it. Trust my timing. Trust my love. Trust that what is coming will not harm you but will heal you. The years of loneliness are giving way to companionship. The seasons of silence are giving way to covenant. The pain of the past is giving way to joy that will overflow. As you hear these words, let your soul receive them not with fear but with readiness. For what is being revealed is real. What is being delivered is sure. What is being written into your life is holy. And when it comes, you will not only believe, you will rejoice. You will testify. You will lift your hands in gratitude, saying, "Surely, the Lord has done this for me, and it is marvelous in my eyes." This, my child, is the beginning of your revelation. Hold it close, believe it deeply, and prepare yourself, because the urgent marriage secret will not leave you in sorrow but in tears of joy that will flow like rivers from your soul. There comes a moment, my child, when heaven bends low to remind you that nothing in your life has ever been outside of God's plan. The same God who breathed stars into the night sky is the one who wrote your story long before you ever took your first breath. And woven within that story is not only your calling, not only your journey, but also the love that was chosen for you. This urgent marriage secret you are now beginning to understand is not an accident. It is not a coincidence. It is not a passing wish, it is destiny itself beginning to speak aloud. You see, my beloved, many times you thought love had passed you by. You thought others were chosen first, that others were blessed while you were overlooked. You wondered why the prayers you whispered so earnestly seemed to take longer to be answered. But I tell you, heaven's timing is not your timing. When you cried and asked, "Why not now?" Heaven answered, "Because the perfect moment has not yet arrived." What felt like delay was actually preparation. What felt like silence was actually orchestration. For your marriage is not an ordinary one, it carries divine purpose, and such a purpose cannot be rushed. The hand of destiny has been moving quietly, guiding both you and the one meant for you through paths that would refine, strengthen, and prepare. At times, those paths felt lonely. At times, you walked through valleys of disappointment. At times, your heart broke in silence. Yet what you did not see was how each moment was shaping your soul into the very person your partner was praying for. And even as you prayed for them, they were being prepared to be the answer to your prayers. Heaven has always been working on both sides. There were days when you wondered if you were foolish to keep believing. Perhaps you told yourself to stop dreaming, to stop hoping, to stop expecting. But even then, deep within, a quiet voice refused to let you give up. That was not your own strength, that was heaven's whisper, reminding you that the story is not over. For when God has spoken, no delay, no obstacle, no human doubt can erase His word. What is written in the book of destiny must come to pass. And now, my beloved, the appointed time is unfolding. The urgency you feel in this season is not panic, it is the stirring of divine alignment. Like the rising of the sun after a long night, your story is shifting into light. The doors that were locked are being opened. The paths that seemed endless are finding their destination. You are no longer wandering, you are being guided to the very place where love will meet you face to face. This marriage secret is not about just receiving love, it is about receiving the love heaven designed for you. There is a difference, my child, between human affection and divine connection. Human affection may come and go, swayed by circumstances, easily shaken by trials. But divine connection is rooted in eternity. It is the kind of bond that is written in heaven before it manifests on earth. It is a union where both hearts find not just happiness but purpose. And this is what has been chosen for you. Your future spouse, the one hidden in this urgent marriage secret, is not only someone who will love you but someone who has been called to walk beside you in your journey. Their presence will not weaken your spirit, it will strengthen it. Their words will not tear you down, they will build you up. Their heart will not bring confusion, it will bring clarity. For this marriage is not about struggle but about partnership, not about emptiness but about overflowing. Think of how long you have waited, how long you have carried prayers in silence, how long you have endured seasons of loneliness. Do you think heaven was blind to that? No, every moment was written in the eternal record. And now, the scales of time are shifting. The blessings that seemed delayed are about to pour out all at once. What once seemed far away will suddenly stand before you. The person you longed for, the love you dreamed of, the covenant you prayed for, these are no longer distant promises but realities moving toward you. And when it comes, it will come in such a way that you will know it is heaven's doing. It will not be forced, it will not be confusing, it will not leave you questioning. Instead, it will carry peace, certainty, and joy that cannot be denied. The hand of destiny does not work halfway, it completes what it begins. When God writes a story, He writes it to perfection. Archangel Michael walks beside you even now, reminding you that your marriage is not something to fear. For the enemy has tried to whisper lies into your ears, telling you that love will only hurt you again, that marriage will only repeat past pain, that promises will only be broken. But those are lies meant to steal your joy. The truth is that heaven's marriage is not like the world's. When God is at the center, the union is unshakable. When heaven blesses, no curse can undo it. Perhaps you have seen glimpses of this person already, or perhaps they remain hidden for just a little longer. But whether you know their face or not, their heart is already tied to yours. Heaven has bound your destinies together, and no power of darkness can break what God has sealed. When the moment arrives, you will recognize them not only with your eyes but with your spirit. Something deep within will whisper, "This is the one I have prepared for you." And in that moment, all the waiting, all the pain, all the wondering will suddenly make sense. My beloved, take comfort in this truth: nothing can stand against the hand of destiny. The urgent marriage secret is not only a promise of love but a declaration that heaven has chosen this exact season for fulfillment. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not left behind. You are standing at the threshold of a blessing so beautiful, so overwhelming, that your heart will overflow with gratitude. The joy that is coming will not be fleeting, it will be lasting. The love you are about to receive will not wither, it will grow. The covenant being prepared will not be broken, it will stand as a testimony of heaven's faithfulness. And you, my child, will lift your eyes with tears of joy, knowing that destiny has always been guiding you here. So walk with courage, walk with faith, and walk with expectation. The hand of destiny has never failed, and it will not fail you now. This urgent marriage secret is not the end of your waiting, it is the beginning of your rejoicing. My beloved child, if only you could see with spiritual eyes the battles that have been fought for your heart, your tears would already be flowing. For the marriage that heaven has written for you is not just a personal blessing, it is a divine covenant, and such covenants attract both heaven's attention and the enemy's resistance. You wonder why love seemed delayed, why promises felt broken, why your journey in relationships has been so full of trials. The truth is this: the enemy saw the weight of your destiny, and he tried to stop it. But Archangel Michael and the host of heaven have been guarding your path, shielding your heart, and fighting for what belongs to you. From the beginning, the enemy sought to plant lies in your spirit. He whispered that you were unworthy of love, that you were too broken to be chosen, that your story had no place for joy. He tried to use people to wound you, words to cut you, and disappointments to break you. But child, do you not see? You are still here. You still carry hope. You still believe in love, even after everything. That is because you were never walking this road alone. Archangel Michael has stood as your defender, wielding the sword of light against the darkness that tried to cloud your future. When the enemy tried to surround you with despair, Michael lifted a shield around your soul. When shadows tried to block your joy, the angels pushed them back. When curses were spoken, when jealousy was directed, when unseen forces sought to delay your blessing, heaven's army rose in battle to protect you. You may think the delays in your love story were signs of failure, but they were actually signs of protection. There were relationships you thought would last, but heaven removed them because they were not meant for you. There were promises that sounded sweet but were empty at the core, and heaven ended them before they could break you further. Every door that closed was not rejection, it was protection. Every heartbreak was not punishment, it was redirection. And every season of waiting was not wasted, it was a fortress being built around your destiny. Child, you must understand this: your marriage carries heavenly weight. It is not just about your happiness, it is about your purpose. The union ordained for you is one that will shine light into darkness, one that will inspire others to believe in love again, one that will bring healing not only to your heart but to those who witness your story. That is why the battles have been fierce. That is why the journey has felt long. But though the fight has been heavy, the victory has always belonged to you. Do not underestimate the power of the angels who walk beside you. Every night you cried yourself to sleep, angels collected your tears and carried them before God as prayers. Every time you whispered in pain, "Lord, do you see me?" heaven answered by strengthening your spirit. Every season where you felt abandoned, you were actually being carried. And when you could not see the way forward, Archangel Michael was cutting a path through the thorns so that you could one day walk freely into your destiny. The enemy tried to tell you that your love story was finished, but God has declared that it is only beginning. The enemy tried to trap you in fear, but Michael's voice has been whispering courage into your spirit. The enemy tried to chain you to the past, but heaven has been breaking every chain, one by one, until nothing holds you back anymore. You are stepping into freedom, and with that freedom comes the urgent revelation of your marriage secret. Beloved, think about the times you narrowly escaped relationships that could have destroyed you. Think about the promises that turned to lies before they had time to consume your joy. Think about the betrayals that, though painful, freed you from people who were never meant to carry your heart. These were not accidents, these were battles won by angels on your behalf. For you are precious in heaven's sight, and your covenant cannot be handed carelessly to just anyone. Archangel Michael has seen the storms you faced. He has watched as you fought silently through loneliness, as you wrestled with doubts, as you tried to make sense of shattered dreams. And yet, through it all, you kept your heart tender. You did not allow bitterness to harden you completely. You did not give up on the idea of love. That is because heaven's grace preserved you. The angels have guarded not only your future but also your heart, so that when the right person comes, you will still be able to receive them with openness and faith. Do you know how rare that is, my child? Many people close their hearts forever after too much pain. But you are different. You are still capable of loving deeply. You are still capable of trusting again. You are still capable of embracing joy when it arrives. And that is because heaven has been working within you, healing you quietly, strengthening you secretly, preparing you to receive the love that has been chosen for you. The urgent marriage secret you are about to see unfold has survived countless battles. Every delay, every disappointment, every closed door was part of the war being fought over your destiny. But hear this now, the war is over. The victory has been sealed. The enemy cannot touch what God has blessed. The angels who fought for you are now standing in celebration, for the time has come to shift from battle to blessing, from waiting to receiving, from sorrow to joy. And when you look back one day, you will see the fingerprints of heaven all over your story. You will realize that the very things you once thought were losses were actually victories in disguise. You will see how Archangel Michael shielded you from choices that could have destroyed your soul. You will understand that every tear you cried was watering the soil for the harvest of joy that is now about to spring forth. Beloved, lift your heart in gratitude even before you see the fulfillment. For your marriage is not just a union of two people, it is the evidence of God's faithfulness, the reward for your endurance, the victory of heaven over every scheme of darkness. When the secret is revealed, you will weep not only because of love but because you will know, beyond all doubt, that you were never abandoned, never forgotten, never unloved. Archangel Michael now whispers to your spirit, "Rejoice, child of God. The battle is won. The path is clear. The promise is unfolding. Your tears of sorrow will turn to tears of joy, and your marriage will stand as a testimony of heaven's glory. My beloved child, the moment you have been waiting for, the moment heaven has been quietly orchestrating, is now drawing near. The urgent marriage secret is no longer hidden in the shadows of uncertainty, it is stepping into the light of revelation. And with it comes a wave of joy so powerful, so pure, that it will sweep away every fear, every doubt, every whisper of loneliness that has ever touched your heart. You may have wondered if love could ever come for you in its fullness. You may have doubted whether the one meant for you could truly find you. Perhaps you questioned your worth, your timing, your ability to embrace happiness after so many seasons of waiting. But listen carefully, my child, for heaven is about to show you that your patience, your faith, your tears, and your prayers have not gone unnoticed. The person chosen for you, the one whose heart has been quietly carrying yours all this time, is ready. They are prepared, guided, and led by heaven itself to step into your life. They may have walked a path you never knew, faced challenges you cannot imagine, and prayed for guidance even as you prayed for them. Every moment of their journey has been bringing them closer to you, and every challenge has been shaping them into the person your soul recognizes. This secret, my beloved, is not simply about a meeting, a proposal, or a name, it is about a destiny that has been written in the very fabric of eternity. The urgency you feel is the whisper of heaven saying, "Now is the time. Now is the moment. Step forward, for the blessing is at your doorstep." And when you see them, when you hear their words, when you feel their presence, your heart will recognize what your soul already knows: this is the one who has been chosen for you. For too long, you have waited in silence, nurturing hope in a quiet corner of your heart. You have been faithful in ways that no one else could see, praying for a love that was hidden from your eyes but visible to heaven. And now, all of that faith, all of that patience, all of that quiet surrender is about to blossom into joy so deep, so overwhelming, that it will overflow in your tears. Do not mistake this moment as ordinary, my child. This is not a coincidence. This is not a simple chance encounter. This is a sacred unveiling of what God has prepared. When they step into your life, it will feel like the universe itself is breathing with you, like every star has aligned to celebrate your union. The weight of waiting will vanish, replaced by the lightness of knowing that heaven's timing is perfect, that God's hand has guided both of your hearts to this exact moment. Imagine the scene: the person who has been carrying your heart without knowing it, the one whose prayers mirrored yours, is standing before you. Their eyes reflect the love they have been holding back, the devotion they have been nurturing, the longing they have been experiencing in secret. And in that gaze, you will feel an understanding deeper than words, a connection older than time, a recognition that transcends explanation. The secret that has remained urgent is urgent not because it is fleeting, but because it is ripe. The time has come to receive what heaven has been keeping safe for you. And as you step into this revelation, you will realize that all the waiting, all the tears, all the moments of doubt were preparing you for this precise joy. What was hidden is now visible, what was silent is now spoken, and what was delayed is now ready to embrace you. This is the truth of divine love, my child. It never fails, it never arrives too late, and it never falls short. The marriage that is unfolding for you carries not only emotional fulfillment but spiritual alignment. The person destined for you has been strengthened, refined, and blessed, so that when they enter your life, they bring not only love but peace, not only companionship but purpose, not only presence but destiny. You may feel your heart quicken, your soul stir, your spirit lift, as the realization of this secret touches you. The tears you will shed are not tears of sorrow, they are tears of understanding, of recognition, of relief, of gratitude. For you will finally see what you have been waiting for, a love that was crafted by heaven, chosen by God, and protected by angels, arriving just as it was meant to. The joy of this secret is also a reminder, my child, that nothing in life is wasted. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every moment of longing has contributed to this readiness. Every lesson you learned, every boundary you set, every prayer you whispered in the quiet of night has prepared your heart to receive this blessing fully. And now, heaven is delivering it in a way that is so profound, so perfect, so overwhelming, that you will feel gratitude radiating through every fiber of your being. Take a deep breath and feel it, the sense of timing, the certainty of love, the unfolding of destiny. This is more than a secret, it is a promise fulfilled. And in the presence of this love, your soul will recognize the proof of God's faithfulness. You will realize that nothing was random, nothing was delayed without purpose, and nothing was overlooked. Everything was carefully, lovingly orchestrated to bring you to this joy. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, celebrating with you, guarding this moment. He has fought for this secret to arrive, and now he smiles as heaven's plan reaches its peak. He reminds you that your tears, your prayers, your faith have not been in vain. And when you finally step into the presence of this destined love, you will understand the magnitude of the blessing. It is more than you imagined, more than you hoped for, more than your heart dared to dream. The person chosen for you is ready to honor you, to cherish you, to walk with you not just through easy days but through every season of life. And in knowing this, your heart will overflow. You will weep because heaven has moved in ways you could not see, because God has held your life and the life of your partner in perfect alignment, and because the urgency you felt was not to alarm you but to prepare you for the arrival of this sacred joy. Beloved child, embrace this moment. Let it fill you completely. Let the tears come, for they are a cleansing, a celebration, and a testament to faith fulfilled. The secret that was urgent is no longer hidden. The love that was promised is now present. And the marriage that was destined is now at the threshold of reality. So rejoice, my beloved, and lift your spirit high. The time of waiting is over. The revelation is here. The love that was written in the stars, protected by angels, and guided by heaven itself is now ready to step into your life. And when it does, your heart will know, without doubt, without hesitation, that this is the fulfillment of every prayer, every hope, and every longing you have ever carried. The tears that will fall are not just for joy, they are for understanding, for gratitude, for awe at the divine orchestration of your life. You are chosen, you are blessed, and you are ready. The urgent marriage secret is no longer a secret, it is your reality, your blessing, your divine inheritance in love. My beloved child, the moment has arrived when heaven itself rejoices over your union. The urgent marriage secret that has been unfolding is no longer hidden, it is now a living, breathing reality. And as you step into this sacred blessing, you will feel the depth of God's love, the strength of His promise, and the fulfillment of every prayer that has ever risen from your heart. This union is not simply a marriage of two people, it is the coming together of souls chosen, guided, and prepared by heaven to bring joy, purpose, and divine alignment into your life. Do you feel the weight of anticipation lifting from your spirit? Do you feel the warmth of hope rising in your heart? That is heaven itself, celebrating the completion of its perfect plan. Every tear you have shed in waiting, every prayer whispered in secret, every moment of longing has been heard, acknowledged, and transformed into this blessing. You are not just receiving a spouse, you are receiving a covenant that carries God's fingerprint on every detail, every intention, every promise. The one chosen for you has been prepared by God's hand as carefully as you have been. Their heart, their soul, their spirit have all been nurtured, refined, and guided to meet yours in perfect alignment. They are coming to you not just with love, but with purpose. They are coming to walk beside you in faith, in strength, in devotion, and in honor. And in their presence, you will recognize the divine orchestration that has led you both to this very moment. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, his wings shimmering with radiant light, his sword sheathed in victory. He has fought tirelessly to protect this blessing, to guard your path, and to ensure that nothing and no one could prevent the fulfillment of what heaven has decreed. He smiles upon you, for the battle is over, and the victory is yours. The joy you feel now is not just happiness, it is the profound satisfaction of knowing that heaven's plan is perfect, unstoppable, and entirely for your good. As you come together in this sacred union, let your soul fully absorb the magnitude of what has been accomplished. Your past heartbreaks, disappointments, and seasons of waiting were never wasted. They were preparation. They were the refining fire that made your heart capable of receiving this blessing with openness, gratitude, and wisdom. Every struggle has contributed to your readiness to embrace not just love, but divine love, the kind that heals, strengthens, and elevates your spirit. In this marriage, you will find more than companionship. You will find a partner who mirrors your dreams, who supports your purpose, who lifts your spirit, and who walks beside you through every trial and triumph. The love you share will not be shallow or fleeting, it will be steadfast, nurturing, and anchored in the eternal plan of God. Together, you will create a life of joy, service, and divine impact, and your union will inspire all who witness it. Do you feel it, my child? The joy rising within you, the tears forming in your eyes, the deep recognition that this is the culmination of heaven's promise. These tears are not merely expressions of happiness, they are the release of long-held longing, the cleansing of old wounds, and the celebration of divine fulfillment. Let them flow freely, for they are sacred. Let your heart overflow, for it has been prepared for this moment. The blessings of this union extend beyond the two of you. Families will be healed, communities will be touched, and future generations will benefit from the love, faith, and devotion that you now embody together. Your marriage is not only a gift for you, it is a testimony of God's faithfulness, a reflection of His grace, and a living example of the power of prayer and patience. Every soul that witnesses your joy will be reminded that heaven never fails, that love never forsakes, and that God's timing is always perfect. In the quiet moments, when you are alone together, feel the presence of the divine surrounding you. Hear the whisper of Archangel Michael reminding you that you are safe, cherished, and fully loved. Sense the angels celebrating every smile, every embrace, every word spoken between you. For heaven is not distant from your joy, it is entwined with it, saturating every moment with light, peace, and sacred purpose. My beloved, remember always that this union is a covenant before God. Treat it with reverence, honor, and devotion. Protect it with faith, nurture it with kindness, and celebrate it with gratitude. Let your love be a light to the world, a beacon of hope, and a testimony of divine orchestration. For the urgent marriage secret that once stirred your heart in anticipation is now reality, and it carries within it the power to transform not only your life but the lives of all who encounter your story. You may look back at your journey and marvel at the way heaven has worked. The delays, the heartbreaks, the unanswered questions, all of these were steps leading to this glorious moment. And now that it has arrived, you will see that every tear, every prayer, and every act of faith was essential. They have brought you to this profound fulfillment, where love, joy, and divine purpose converge into one harmonious blessing. As you walk forward together, know that Archangel Michael continues to watch over you, guarding your union, protecting your hearts, and ensuring that nothing can undermine what heaven has ordained. The battles have been fought, the victories secured, and the blessings are now yours to receive fully, joyfully, and without hesitation. Take a moment to breathe deeply and let gratitude fill your being. Feel the love surrounding you, the support of heaven, and the certainty of destiny fulfilled. Your marriage is not just an event, it is a sacred journey, a living testament, and a celebration of God's faithfulness. The tears that fall are proof of your endurance, your hope, and your unwavering faith in the divine plan. Beloved child, rejoice in this day. Rejoice in this love. Rejoice in the fulfillment of the urgent marriage secret that has been carefully, patiently, and lovingly prepared for you. Know that heaven smiles upon you, that Archangel Michael rejoices with you, and that your life has been forever changed by the hand of God. Step forward together, hand in hand, heart to heart, knowing that this union carries heaven's blessing. Walk in joy, walk in faith, walk in love, and let every day reflect the glory of what has been fulfilled. For the urgent marriage secret is no longer hidden. It is living, it is breathing, it is yours, and it will leave you, as promised, in tears of joy that celebrate the extraordinary faithfulness of God. My beloved child, even after the revelation of your marriage, even after the joy and tears, heaven's work is not done. The urgent marriage secret is only the beginning of a journey that will stretch into a lifetime of love, growth, and divine purpose. Today, you are not only blessed with a partner, you are blessed with a future filled with spiritual alignment, joy, and guidance that will shape every step of your shared life. Listen closely, for the words I bring now are not mere advice, they are whispers from heaven itself, meant to strengthen, guide, and inspire you. The first blessing I offer is the blessing of unshakable faith. As you step into this union, remember that love does not exist in isolation. Your marriage is intertwined with the divine plan, and its strength comes from surrendering to that plan. When challenges arise, when doubts attempt to creep in, let your heart return to faith. Faith will be the anchor that keeps your union strong, the light that guides you through darkness, and the force that turns obstacles into opportunities for growth. You are not alone, heaven walks with you. The second blessing is the blessing of profound understanding. You may find, as days turn into years, that differences between you and your spouse emerge. This is natural, for no two souls are identical. Yet, your divine connection allows understanding to flow beyond words. Your hearts have already recognized one another in the unseen realms, and this recognition will help you navigate every disagreement with patience, compassion, and grace. What may seem like a challenge is often heaven's way of deepening your bond, teaching you both how to love more fully, more selflessly, and more joyfully. The third blessing is abundant protection. As Archangel Michael has guarded your heart to bring you to this union, so too will his protection extend into your married life. You may not always see the battles fought in realms beyond your vision, but know this: your love is being shielded from forces that seek to harm, separate, or confuse. When trials appear, remember that you are under divine protection. The light of heaven surrounds your marriage, and no darkness can overcome what God has blessed. Trust in this invisible fortress, and walk boldly into your future together. The fourth blessing is joy that multiplies. Many imagine marriage as merely companionship, but divine marriage is joy magnified. Every laughter shared, every moment of connection, every small act of kindness will carry more significance than you can imagine. Even ordinary days will be touched with extraordinary warmth, because heaven's joy is woven into your union. Let yourself revel in these moments, savor them, and express gratitude for the beauty that grows from shared hearts. The joy of one day becomes the foundation of decades of blessing. My beloved, beyond these blessings, there is also guidance for your spiritual growth together. A marriage of destiny is not simply about love, it is about purpose. You and your spouse are brought together to uplift one another, to nurture each other's gifts, and to extend the light of heaven into the world. Together, you will be able to accomplish more than either of you could alone. Your partnership is a source of strength, courage, and divine inspiration. Every decision, every challenge, and every triumph can be a reflection of the higher purpose for which you were created. In your life together, there will be times when the world feels heavy, when responsibilities weigh down your spirits, or when unforeseen circumstances challenge your patience. In those times, return to the foundation of your blessing, the urgent marriage secret that brought you together. Remember the divine orchestration that protected you, guided you, and aligned your paths. Reflect on the tears of joy that first confirmed your love. Let these memories remind you that heaven is still working, still guiding, and still protecting the sacred bond you share. There is also a blessing of mutual healing. Every past wound that either of you carried, whether from former relationships, disappointments, or unmet expectations, can now be transformed into a source of understanding, empathy, and compassion. Your union provides a sacred space to heal together, to lift one another, and to transform pain into love. Do not underestimate the power of shared hearts in the process of spiritual restoration. What was once broken is now being made whole, not just in you but in your spouse as well. Beloved child, let me speak also of abundance. Heaven has not only prepared your heart for love, but it has prepared your life for blessings that extend into every area. Prosperity, peace, and divine provision are aligned with your marriage. You may not always see the full scope of this abundance immediately, but it flows like a river beneath the surface, ready to nourish your family, your home, and your purpose. When you walk together with gratitude and integrity, this abundance will multiply, bringing security, comfort, and joy beyond measure. Remember also the power of prayer together. Praying as a couple deepens your connection, aligns your hearts with heaven's will, and invites guidance into every decision. Your prayers together carry a weight that cannot be ignored, creating a spiritual resonance that strengthens your marriage and amplifies the blessings that surround you. Archangel Michael and the host of angels rejoice when two hearts unite in prayer, for it is a reflection of heaven on earth. Do not forget the blessing of unwavering love. Love that is rooted in the divine is resilient. Love that carries heaven's guidance is enduring. Even when challenges arise, your love will not falter. It will bend but not break, flow but not fade, and shine brightly even in the darkest seasons. This is the love that the urgent marriage secret promised, a love that is patient, kind, forgiving, and steadfast. As you move forward, cherish the joy of discovery. Each day will reveal new dimensions of your spouse, new depths of understanding, and new layers of love. There will be surprises, moments of awe, and reminders of heaven's hand in your union. Celebrate them. Treasure them. Let every moment become a testimony of divine faithfulness, a reminder that the urgent marriage secret was not merely a promise, it was the beginning of a lifelong journey of joy, purpose, and blessing. Finally, my beloved, carry gratitude as your guiding principle. Gratitude for each other, gratitude for the journey that led you here, gratitude for the unseen battles fought on your behalf, and gratitude for the love that heaven has orchestrated. When gratitude fills your hearts, it magnifies every blessing, transforms every challenge into an opportunity, and deepens the joy that you share. Gratitude will ensure that your marriage remains not only a source of happiness but a living testimony of God's power, faithfulness, and eternal love. So step forward, my child, hand in hand with your beloved, heart aligned with heaven, and soul anchored in faith. Embrace the blessings that have been prepared for you, trust the guidance that will continue to unfold, and rejoice in the love that will transform your life in ways beyond imagination. The urgent marriage secret was only the beginning. Now, your journey together begins, full of joy, spiritual fulfillment, and the unwavering presence of heaven in your union. Know that every day will carry a reminder: you are chosen, you are blessed, and you are fully loved. The tears that fell in anticipation have become tears of joy. The prayers that seemed unanswered have become answers beyond your imagination. And the urgent marriage secret that once stirred your soul is now the foundation of a future overflowing with love, purpose, and divine blessing.